Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Season 2, Round 1 of the A&E Truck Series from Daytona tonight. We've got a big field. Qualifying's been run and done. We'll bring the grid up for you shortly, but tonight I'm joined with Nigel Seedle filling in for Matt Danson while Matthew's on maternity leave, you should say. So he's out for a couple of weeks, but he'll be back. But Nige, how you doing?
G'day, Dave. G'day, Dean. In the truck, bringing the peaches, bringing the pictures to everyone. I wish he was bringing me peaches right now. And everyone tuning in at home. Round 1 of the Truck Series, 38 trucks. Dave, we got a massive grid.
Oh, that's juicy, mate. That's juicy. So we'll going to run through our grid in a minute, but I can give you a spoiler alert. Zach Zuri's here. My boy is up the front, off the pole tonight. I think that's the only American driver in the field tonight as well. But rolling up with the grid now, we'll run through that for you. And as you can see, Zach Sears starting off the pole tonight, and he's got Lachlan Wright, who's a new driver to the series, like beside him. So we've got to get used to some new names tonight. Deep Gerber, that's a PB for him. Surely he's up there in P3, so great job there. And defend champion Brad Newman comes back to defend the title tonight. Tom Pritchard, Josh Horton, Riley Curtis, bridesmaid last time in the championship. Jason Holdsworth on his outside. Angus Sweetie, Josh McLemore, Kevin Pennant and Ricky Hyde ran out the top 12.
Go over the page now to 13th. Dave Thomas, first start in the series in the 122. Stevie Williams in the 98th and comes out of 14th for DPR. Trent Laval, the smoothest voice in sim racing, coming out of 15th, 16th. Bradley Cairns, another one of our rookies this year. Kelvin Clark in the 19 for 777 in 17th. 18th is Marty Mitchell, the Limit Basher Racing. Tyler Williams. 19th, Aaron Major. 20th. 21st is Nick Burling. 22nd, Lachlan Frank. 23rd, Tyler Stralaw. 24th is Brendan Griffiths. We've got to run through these.
Yeah, we're going to come to green flag. So you see them on the odd screen. You can read them out at home. Tom Fricker, new driver in the series. But we're about to take the green flag here for 80 laps at Daytona, sponsored by Nitro Racing. As they come to the Go Home restart zone, we are green at the front, and we are away for our Season 2, Round 1.
If you're watching out there online at the moment, give us a like and subscribe on the page, and also fill in the comments as well. Keep the chat flowing all night. As it looks like Brad Newman, and who's in the 20s? Pike, Lachlan Pike.
Yeah,
he's a new fella.
Yeah, Pike's out there. He's got the number 1 on his hammer, so Brad Newman's hot dogging out the front there, and he's got a good push, and those boys are able to take advantage of that push and have moved down to the line of the track, and we'll lead lap 1. You've got Holdsworth now, the truck on the outside. He's got Sears to his inside. Sears will likely probably drop out or punch out in front of Holdsworth and try and align with those Nitro trucks, but coming around to take the first lap, and who's going to lead it? It's going to be our new boy, Joshua, I believe his name is, Lachlan Pryke. He takes the first lap of the race as there's a big push coming on the outside.
And as you were saying, they're hot dogging, and they're all like a bit of a bun there. They're all together there, and But the one's going to give the 29 a push, but at the outside there, those nitro trucks looks like they're going to be all lined up. The 87 of Ricky Hyde as well. He's making his first truck series start as well tonight. He's a bit excited to be in the truck series. He's usually a force to be reckoned with in the X series. But yeah, welcome Ricky Hyde. There's lots of new drivers in the series tonight.
He was almost a force to be reckoned with in the side door of the Newman truck that were priced, because those boys dropped down. And as you see, Newman jumped straight back out. He says, "Let's go racing, boys," and he's gonna have some fun up the front here, and that's hopefully what we see all night. But as I said, big field running through here, 38 cars out here, so we don't want too aggressive too early. But you can see the 08 Horton. He's working the line. He's going to push the one up there. It's very tight up there. You've got to be. Yeah, you got to be precise with those moves. You got to commit to them. You can't half-ass it. You got to make that move if you're going to go to the block. So Horton, he was quick the other night. I was racing him in the Xfinity car, so he's got some speed about him. I haven't seen him out in the ovals yet, but he's having some fun out there, no doubt. As you can see, Stevie Williams pushing up now into that top 6 position there.
Jason Holdsworth looks like he's going to lead his first lap of the season there in the 8 car. Oh, Newman's decided, it's not gonna. I'm not having that. He's decided that Jace can lead the next one. He wants to lead one first. The 342 giving him a big push there, which was Jace's teammates, Lockie Sears. Zach Sears. I know Lockie Sears. He's a good mate of mine if you're watching out there at the moment.
We're going well. We had Josh Pryke and Lachlan Pryke and Zach Sears and Lockie Sears. We got them all here at the front, so don't mind us. We've had 2 weeks holiday, so we've got to get back in the groove. But so far, a pretty steady start so far. So it's good to see all these trucks are on the way. They're getting the feel for them. And remembering this is an open series, open setup, so not all these trucks are the same. So they're going to have different feelings. They're going to run different in the air, outside the air, through the field, suck up different. So we'll keep an eye on that over the run.
A few little things too for this season as well. We've got a Rookie of the Year that will be awarded at the end of the year for the best new driver for the whole year. And we also got Best of the Rest as well, which will happen later on in the season as well. As you're right on board with Zachary Searsy.
That's good to mention that Rookie of the Season, Rookie of the Year. But what is the what do you call it? The outline for that? What's the parameters to be able to earn that title? Do you know?
Well, you got to be a chartered driver for number one, so you've got to have to buy your charter and be eligible to race every week, and this has got to be your first year with us, so you could be from season 1 and season 2 combined, and we've got our panel of people that's going to pick the winner of that there, and they're actually going to get a season pass for next year and coaching as well, as the truck series is our entry series over our 3 nights that we do race. We race ANC on Sunday nights with the top 30 best in Australia. We've got the X series for the Xfinity car, and trucks is always the series that we always start out at. And the prize will be a coaching session for 1 whole season. So the whole season 1 of 2026, you'll have free setups and coaching from all the guys at Nitro Racing. We must thank those guys for coming on board.
Yeah, absolutely. So good initiative there from the Nitro guys and the admin team here. But it's going to be a long season, so those guys will be fighting over them, see what they come up with. But you can see some of the field towards the back have sort of just tended to get into a single file back there. They're happy to sit and ride at this point in time. Remembering the guys that are out the front will be using a little bit extra fuel, but given the history of our races, they're happy to burn that at this point in time.
We've got our first comment as well in the chat, Dave, from our co-commentator, Matt Danson, who's on maternity leave at the moment. Storyline of the season, can Holdsworth redeem his disappearing act from the Iowa Decider? Well, we're getting personal, and we're not even 7 laps in.
Oh, I love it. And shout out to new dad, Matt Danson.
Yeah, congratulations, Dave.
Young newborn.
Matt.
Oh, thanks, mate. It's not mine, but I'll take it anyway. But we've got to sing Where's the Lullaby. He's on bedtime duty, so go to sleep, go to sleep. There you go. That's all you get. But we can expect some more banter from the 30 driver in the chat, hopefully throughout the night. And unfortunately for Jason, he's leading this race, so he cannot reply. So he's going to have to wait and watch it back, and he'll give him a serve after, no doubt, at the Discord.
100% is we'll see Matt Danson back in the commentary box soon and back on the racetrack for the ANC and X Series as well. He's got a charter for the X Series, so he'll be back soon. Congratulations on being a new dad to Matt Danson.
Yes, certainly, and shout out to Alex too, the woman of his dreams, doing the hard work for him, and Matt gets to soak up the cuddles from the kids. So.
And shout out to Ollie too, the young fella. He'll be in the sim. He'll be in the sim soon, I reckon.
Now, speaking of rookies and whatnot, you talked about it being an entry series, which is great because I thought Newman was going to come down there. There was a little bit of a wobble there, whether that was an intention of Newman possibly come down, but either way, there's a little bit of a discombobulation there up the top. So we've got a third lane, Stevie Williams. He's not one to sit around. And there you go. Williams goes down to the bottom now. He's just going to change it up a bit. He says, I've run the middle for the last 10 laps. Let's shuck it down the bottom, see what happens. Because Stevie looked a bit racy behind. He looked like he was trying to make it 3, which I'm excited for, and I love that. So hopefully they keep on that. But going back to my point with rookies of the series and trucks being an entry level, it's good to see a lot of those guys step up and have also entered the Xfinity Series this week, which was run on Tuesday night this year. You've got likes of the Project 36 guys. A few guys have jumped up there, so that's great to see. And getting amongst it up there too. So it's always good to start with the trucks and expand your way through Xfinity. Very different the way they drive as well.
100%. They're a lot looser car to drive. You're on edge the whole time, and yeah, it is great to see those guys graduate, you could say, up until the Xfinity Series. It was a cracking race the other night, which you can find the replay of that on the Australian NASCAR E-Series YouTube or on our Facebook. There's a live feed for that from an exciting race that happened on Tuesday night, as well as our main seed race on Sunday night was an absolute cracker as well. So we've gone from street racing to plate racing, and here we are at Daytona, the world home of motorsport, I believe, is what my good friend Wesley says to me. Hopefully Wesley's good out there tonight. He's having the night off. He had a big call the last 2 nights, so big shout out to Wesley as well. As everyone seems to be taking things a bit steady here at the moment, Dave.
Yeah, you're right. It'll ramp up, but Wesley's correct. You have to actually look on the grandstand. It'll actually say that World Centre of Motorsport. I've got up top there, if I remember correctly, from when I visited there. So I've been out to Daytona once in my life, and it was something to behold. So great to see. But yeah, you go one street down. We went street racing to our plate racing, and these boys are, like I said, we're talking hot dogs before. There's pretzels out there. There's cheeseburgers. There's everything. They got everything out here.
Well, home of motorsport, they've got to have everything there, and they've got good racing too. As we can see, Braden Newman's taking the lead off of Jason Holdsworth. There's a few new drivers in the field. We'll go through some of them now. Lachlan Pryke, he's in 4th at the moment. He's a new driver to the series this year as we move down the field. Lachlan Frank's in his first start.
We might jump on board it all, yeah. We've got the real name badge, or jump on board, we'll see where they're from, or teams, whatever.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Tyler Stralo, he's a new driver to the series. Angus Sweeney's another one who's new to the series. There's now the special mention too to the 016 of Nick Burling from BMG Motorsports. His company, the Burley Motor Group, does sponsor our X Series. He's from the Gold Coast, and it's great to see Nick having a run tonight in the trucks in the 016 Burley Motor Group. Look at that paint. That is beautiful.
Definitely a Gold Coast paint, that's for sure. It looks like party time on there. As he's actually making moves, he's got to run here, so he jumps to the outside. See that 093 or the 93 this season for Riley Curtis, who was the bridesmaid to the championship last time. He just jumped back in line there, so I'm not sure if there was something happened up front or something scattered in, but the pack has scattered a little bit. We only got 3 trucks at the top now, so interesting.
In Riley's improvements throughout the season as well was there for everyone to see. I think that he'll be another top 4 playoff driver. I think once the season starts to come into the pointy end, he's got the pace, he's got the patience. I think he's going to be all right. Now we've got a blinking car out there, I believe. It's the 98 of Stevie Williams.
Yeah, that's correct. And Tyler Williams has got himself up here too. So sort of didn't see how that transpired, but the number 6 truck is on that outside line. He's got the new dash in there. I haven't driven the truck with the new dash, but that's pretty fancy with the old Holly on there. So the old GT3 trucks, but something must happen because that pack sort of just scattered a little bit. Now they're building back up again. So I'd say there was a little bit of a scare. They all backed off, and now they're starting to work that line again on the outside.
Yeah, how many laps to a tank around here, Dave? Is it about 30, 35?
Nah, you can't ask me that, mate. I don't know. So I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to tell you, 30, 35, I'll guess.
I was just trying to think. I did some officials last week, and I think I got about 35 laps. So be a 2-stop race for most of these guys.
Oh, speaking of hot dogs, there's a hot dog on at 088. He is hot dogging out proper. So we called a hot dog earlier. He's actually got a hot dog. So the 088 of the Horton, 080 of Horton. He's got a dog on that bonnet, baby. He's got a dog in a bun. So
look at that. Look at that.
We weren't joking when we talking about his hot dog, and so he's proper hot dogging out there tonight. So great to see.
That's a cracker.
There he is. I can't believe I just noticed that after that comment. So that just worked out perfectly.
That's a cracking paint.
Hey, we got one round. Oh, he's going to blow over. Ooh, it's building. He's nearly blowing over there. He's got around at a rate of knots there, and it stays green. So he's going to have to try and get it up. Oh, look at that, the brakes. Get it going. He's going to get going, but unfortunately, the green flag's still out there. But you can see, he's going to do a Nigel. He's going to go some mowing. He's clearing out the crop. But you can see the air you get underneath the car there as it comes down. We might try and get a replay of that, and it almost blew over onto its roof. It's lucky to come back down as we jump onto a replay here. So is he going to try and transition down here? Oh yeah, there's something's going on there. And there's the blowover. Oh, he comes back down, and luckily for the 016, he's going to stop that and keep going here. He's just got to get back on track and hope for a caution now.
100%. Look at Jace is getting pushed pretty hard there. No, sorry. Newman's getting pushed there by the 8 of Jace. Holdsworth as well.
Certainly was right in that rear bumper of the one car, the Lobsy Sports car, and those boys on the outside are having a fair shake of the sauce ball as well. They're pushing pretty hard as well. So things are just stepping up a little bit here. We'll see if Tyler Williams, if he gets clear, I wonder if he'll go down, because if he goes down, I feel like I know what Brad's going to do. He's going to find a gap and go up and work his way back to that front.
100%.
Well, that's good news for Lachlan there.
Good news for Nick Burling too. He can get on the back of this group. He can get on the back of this one.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he needed. So that sort of worked out good. Not so good that they're separated from the pack, but for the trucks, they will make speed. They won't lose too much. As Hort just shows the nose. Is he going to try and go and leave? No, he doesn't. So Williams was all for it. I know Williams. He says, "Yeah, let's go." He showed a nose out there. He'll go with you every day of the week. I know Stevie Dub. So Horton sort of was just showing that nose on the outside. Stevie said, "Yeah, let's go," and then Horton pulled back down. So maybe he's just cooling that truck out, because riding up the arse of the car in front is not ideal, and they do overheat. So you do have to get some air into these radiators.
And you just think at the moment, though, Brad Newman's out in front of the moment. He's pretty much controlling this race. Like, you just think if he can get a win tonight to defend his back-to-back championships, will go a long, long way for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's actually not hard being a leader. If anyone's controlling the race, it'll be the 8 car. So he is controlling the push. He can lift, he can do whatever, he can push out further. He controls the speed at the front. The guy up front, he's just flat. He's just flat and turning. So actually the actual up in the booth, so we're going to do a drive-by on the booth. But yeah, so the 8 controls the speed of that lane, really. He can back it up or go faster. There's the World Tenor Racing right there. So, yeah, the boys are pushing hard. The hot dog's up there. Let's see if we can't try and do something with it.
Everyone, my headset's about to go dead, so I've just got to go find a power cord to put it in, and I will be back in 2 seconds' time.
So you can see the hot dog is up on that rear bumper there. Just going to give him a couple of bumps. The way to go fast is right on the hammer, right on the door of Brad Newman there, as he was a little bit up the track, a little bit off the lane there, entering. They survive. I'm not sure if they must have an update on these trucks, so I'm not sure if the side draft has had an overhaul or not. But they do have some sort of outside draft. There's not much, but there is a little bit there. I don't know if it's a new update whether that does or not, but if anyone's in the chat, let me know. They're riding on board with Tyler Williams here. You can get a bird's eye view of what's happening out front. Not much. He's just got to hold his line. He's, to be honest, he's probably looking in the mirror more than he's looking at the front. He's looking at what the cars are doing behind him. Trying not to go with the car behind. So just hold your line, let the car do the work behind. That's the easiest and fastest way to get going. Pokes the nose out just to get a bit of air into it. Nice to feel the lake over the back there. It's good in spring. But they are starting to catch that 4-car pack that we were talking about earlier. So they always got blood. Warming his tyres up back there. I reckon that's Matt Pat. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to put 100 on that. He's warming his tyres up there. He's just hanging around waiting for the crash. But these guys are going to come up on these cars here, and that can sometimes spell trouble too, because it means they're going to have to do something different. They're going to have to get off the bottom. Do they cover at the front? Do they go to the top? Let these guys by. You don't have to. As long as you hold your line, that's the safest option. But it does scatter this pack a little bit, so sometimes it can lead to trouble. So we'll keep an eye on this as the pack comes up, because they're travelling at, I'm not sure what speeds, but I guarantee it's a closing rate much higher than you'd like it to be. Let's just get on board. So we're doing almost 190 miles per hour down the back straight, down the front straight. And if we go on board the cars at the front above them, find out what they're sort of doing, just to get a picture in that 4-car pack.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, so they're all over the place up here. So they're not topping out at 190 where they should be, as well as the pack. So you can see they need to be on each other. And there's a lap time, so they're almost a second off the they are. They're more than a second off the pace. So that's the closing speeds and closing rates. So yeah, it'd be interesting once this pack comes around, see what they do, whether they stay high or go low, or they're not too far behind now. I reckon they'll catch them probably by the end of the lap, or maybe a lap and a half.
10 laps away from green flag pit stop side, but I reckon.
Yeah, working lap 24. We're ripping this one off ripping the band-aid off this one real quick. We are ripping through this race. 24 laps down, and we've got a fair chunk to go. But as you said, green flag stops again. They can cause trouble too. Getting these cars from 190 miles an hour down to, I believe the speed limit here is 40 or 35, something like that, is a challenge in itself. So look for trouble coming to pit road if they do. And remember, these guys are too wide at the moment. They can't come in too wide, so they'll have to work their way down. But they've got another 10 laps to think about that.
This pack's going to be caught very, very shortly by this lead pack, so this can get quite interesting, especially if they decide to go low or high, or stick it straight in the middle. We could see a bit of carnage here.
Yeah, and for the man in the Burley Motorsport, Motor Group car, he wants to stay ahead of this pack, because once you get that, if the caution comes out, then he gets his lap back that he lost when he went around. So right now he would be the only car a lap down, so he would get that back in the building. So right now he's praying for the caution.
And you can join the garage at Nitro Racing as well, discord.gg/Nitro Racing, and for all of your setup needs. And also too,
Dave O burning it down at Michigan by the looks of that down there. He's a good driver, Dave O. Legend of a bloke, handy to have around, so handy to have a chat to as well. So jump in there and get one.
I think he dominated one week at Auto Club Day, Dave. I reckon he done close to 30 wins for the week.
Yeah, I think he did over that. But there was a 24-hour period. He almost went every split as a win. So the only reason he didn't is because he went to sleep. So he had a good one. I was following him and we were racing. He was good help for me. Even he was giving me some coaching tips too. So he's a great guy, Dave Ollenjack, who actually comes and races with us when he can. As you can see, Zach Sears, he's also in here too. So not at the front though. He has dropped back through this pack a little bit, but yeah, get around those guys.
in the YouTube as well. We've got Trevor Micklemore. Evening, guys. Great car count tonight. Getting ready for the carnage. I probably will have to wait to the last lap for that. 100% you will. Supporting Josh Micklemore in the 31, the X Series champion from last season. Josh was always good to give his old man a shout out. As look at some of the biggest movers so far there, Dave. Williams in the 6 car, he's up 16. Lachlan Frank's up 14. Lachlan Stralo, he's up 12. And Kute
We've got a few
Dow.
Lachlan's in the field. Got a few Lachlan's out there, don't we?
We do. And we'll have to start, we did give them all different kinds of names so we don't miss them all. But another big mover so far is Kute Dow. And he's up into 17th at the moment. He's up 16 spots in the 55. Another one of our rookie drivers showing great pace. He actually made the round of 8 last year.
Yeah, I was just about to pay credit to that as well. So he had a great back end of the season 2, or season 1. Had a blinder really, and he's one of the guys to look out for season 2 here. I reckon he's working on that pace, but those guys have caught that pack of cars as quickly as I thought. I reckon they sort of got themselves organised and started motoring along. As you can see, they're a bit close together now, but the one of Brad Newman, he will feel the effects of that draft now. He'll be sucking these boys up. They're going to stay low. Let's hope they all stay low, because look at the closing rate here as Brad Newman comes up to him. He's going to split the gap on the outside, and the fields, this can be back behind him. So this is opportunities for guys to make gains or lose spots. Here's he's got Williams. He's up at the fence. He's going to hold it up there. He's got Ricky Hyde on his inside in the 87. That's Tyler Williams. So, and you can see the 016. Oh, we got cars on the apron. We got cars up. We've got cars everywhere right now. That's Bradley right down there with Lavelle. That's Lavelle in the blue car on the outside. That was tight. But hopefully they've backed her down enough. But we told you it was going to get interesting. They were very, very kind, those lap cars, to pull down. You don't have to. You can just run your line. As long as you run your line, you'll be right. So, like I said, it's going to shake up this field a little bit, and it has. We've got Tyler on his own on the outside now. So we've got our first stoppers. So they're going to take it. Timo Blundell and a couple others behind him. I think there's Bradley Wrights in there as well. Yep. Lavelle,
One thing,
keep an eye on him. He's coming through this field. He's on the outside. I think it's him in the blue. It is the blue front on that car. He's up to the back of the number 6, the Tyler Williams. So keep an eye on him. He was a bit of a standout too. He was having a good time last season. I was about to say last year. Riding on board with Trent Lavelle right now. So he started 15th and he's worked his way up, and he's in good shape right now.
there's one thing to always remember too when we go plate racing like this too. If you do leave a gap, you are allowed to go straight up the middle, and that's one thing that everyone's starting to learn in this series is that if there's a gap, people do take it. We don't just run 2 wide; we run 3, 4 wide, and there's you got yellow.
That is a Freya. Oh,
55's involved. 342, 61.
Well, which is Steve Gerber. That's not ideal for Steve. So we're gonna have to try and break this down and find out what happened here. We have Freya's involved, Burling Motor Group's involved. So we got Tom Freya. We're riding with him right now. So riding on board is that car. Oh, there it is. That's a weird one because they're all single file there. So we'll endeavour to try and jump on board with where that started and have a look and see how that actually unfolded. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Burling's got a dragon on the fence, and that's some junk cars up there. They're trying to get it pulled up, and he's still going. He's gone for a right ride there. Yeah, I thought that was too bad. Oh, he was there. Nothing he could do there. Oh, Zach Sears, same. They're not expecting that to happen right there, and they've just Blundell. Was that a Blundell there? No, that's.
I wonder what's happened with the 06. Is it just
Matty Pat?
Was it a hardware issue? You think? He just went straight down.
Oh, he got loose. He was off the wall. He definitely got loose. So it's easy to as we're right on board. So here we go. We're going to look. So I'm going to say sort of just gets up. He just gets up in the wall here, and because it sucks you in, you got to turn. Oh yeah, look at that. So it just bounced off the wall. And just bad timing, as we'd imagine. And here they all come down pit road, as you imagine. You'd be a madman to stay out. Take the free pit stop. Take the free tyres. We're here. As we got a Lavelle. That's going to be fuel only for the Lavelle. That's a quick stop over there. I don't think he stopped. Did he stop? I was going to say he couldn't have stopped. That's very efficient. You need to be paying that pit crew more if he missed the box. So as you see, it's very busy. Look at that pit lane. Easy to miss your box here. So there's cars everywhere, crisscrossing. Oh, we're going to get contact on the exit there. There's one car in the exit. They got one
7 and 17. Hyde and Frank.
Jason running through the boxes there. That's not ideal. That's a penalty. So we'll have to check to make sure of that. We're just getting word to try and make sure that Lavelle did miss his box there, which I think is the case. Let me just scroll up here as well. We know you get confirmation on screen before I get there. Yeah, he's definitely missed the box. So he's showing no pits at this point in time. So he came down, missed his box. You can't reverse. So he's just going to have to take his medicine. He'll come in the next time by. It's just going to drop him all the way to the back of the train.
So yeah, Brad Newman will be erased later as this all starts to get itself sorted out. As we're under yellow here at the moment, our first yellow for the year on lap number 33 here at the moment. Sun's starting to set here in Daytona.
Yeah, that turn 4 sunset's going to be behind the grandstand soon enough and out of their eyes.
The cars affected by that there were, you see, Steve Gerber, Matt Patton was involved, Nick Burling, and Kute Dow. It's a tough break for Kute Dow. He was hoping to build on that momentum from last season. Hopefully he can get back out there and do some laps, but yeah, that did not look good for the 60. Not the 55. That is Kute Dow. He's good.
So yeah, it's sort of the story of Daytona, though, isn't it? You come here, it's a bit of a hit and hope. It's hard to sort of make it happen. You've got to let it happen for you. It's got to come to you, this race, unfortunately. So you've got to get to that point. You've got to be able to survive and let the race come to you, because there's nothing you can do on your own. You can't go out and just drive faster, because that's not going to work. So it's a mindset. As soon as you get in this car and it's in this track, you're on the defence straight away, basically, and then trying to just stay out of trouble and get yourself to the end to have a shot. If you get to that far, then you've done well. If you get a shot at the win, even better. But some guys are happy just to ride around and collect points, depending on seasons. But being the season opener, they're going to go hell for leather.
100% they are. If you can put yourself into the playoffs straight here as the plane starting to land.
That's a 787. That's from Dubai coming through. So that's a 10:05 from out of Dubai. And that's EA flight number EA 275 straight out of Dubai.
They'll be joining us here in Daytona to watch the end of this race very shortly. The 275 passengers there as well.
Looking at the chat, we got my boy Steve Hoppett. Good to have you in the chat, Steve Hoppett. Legend bloke. Hope you're doing well, mate. Can continue to battle and fight the good fight, brother, and get amongst it. We've got the drone on the screen here. Nigel's flying up by the looks of it. He just went into the fence.
Yep. No, I was going to say, I would have went to the grass. It was the grass, maybe.
Look at the smoke signals Kute sending across this infield as we take the green flag again for our effectively second start of this race. And Brad Newman once again gets a monster jump and just drives away. Ty Williams can't drop down in time, so he's going to be on that outside. He's going to be hoping Josh Bickmore on the 31 gets up there, but watch out for Horton in the 080. He's hot dogging again on the back of Newman as Ricky Hyde jumps up, and so does Josh Bickmore. So Stevie Williams, is he happy to ride on the bottom? Stevie Williams, he likes the outside, but for now he's going to take that inside line. So Sweeney as well. We've got Angus. I think it's Angus Sweeney up there. So good to see some new faces up here, new drivers. So we'll see. We'll keep track of Sweeney's progress throughout this restart here.
100%. It's also good to see some of the legends of the oval scene here in Australia with us as well, like the likes of Stevie Williams and Brad Newman. Those guys have been around for a very long time. Jason Holdsworth, Andy Barber. These guys have been around the scene for a very, very long time. It's great to see them still battling out here with the new up and coming, and gives the new up and coming something to aim for as well, being along some of the fastest guys around.
Yeah, for a long time those other Star trucks, Andy Barber and the likes of Tom Pritchard, this has been their bread and butter. But in recent form, those guys have been strong on most of those, and on the back end of that season, they were always up there in and about. So if they can find a bit of luck, they'll have some good finishes this season, and then keep an eye on them, because I suspect they may make the playoffs this time around. So keep an eye on them. But yeah, Southern Stars have been around, so keep an eye on them for this race, because like I said, this is their bread and butter.
And then Alan Malone, he was the first ever champion of the trucks, was from Southern Stars, and Andy Barber won the X Series for the first time as well for Southern Stars in our first ever season. So those guys do know how to win championships.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I see Tyler Williams now just range up on the outside of the one back there. Unfortunately, as you do get up there, you're faced with more front-on air, so you can use a bit of that dirty air to get through that train, and then once you get out front, it's a brick wall again, like the top and bottom line. So it is hard to gain inside out. As he tries to make the move down, did he make it? He gets clear. That must have been tight, because I don't often see the number one truck turn away from a truck coming down. He knows the looks of his cars, and he was down across that yellow line. So that must have been tight. As we've got Ricky Hyde on the outside, he's being pushed by the 31. Is he going to go to lead? Because Brad's right off the back of that 6. So Brad is just backing up. And Brad's trying to split the middle. He's hot dogging. He's trying to slip the hot dog in the bun. And we got the 93 in the black inspired livery up there. New run tonight. He's whipped that up, and he's having a run too. So
I love that paint. That paint's got to be the best paint for the year so far.
Yeah, a lot of fog.
Got draft. I love it.
Dogs on the track.
The other ones to look out for tonight too, Dave. It's great to see them back here for another season. As the Project 36 guys at the back there, they've got a massive line of them running up there. Oh, what was it? I thought we had a wreck then, but that's okay. There's 5 of them there, all lined up at the back there. From Brendan Griffiths after that great result on Tuesday night, David Lawler, Jamie Davis, Angus Lawford as well, and Jared Gilbert. They're all lined up there together at the moment, the Project 36 guys, but it's great to see them back for another season.
Yeah, I did see them all lined up on that restart, so easy to identify. It's one way to win this race. Sometimes you're going to have teammates around, so if they can get a few of them to the end, it gives them a good chance of bagging this win. But Ricky Hyde, new man at the front, so he's leading this train on the bottom, and he's a Queenslander. He's looking for a back-to-back victories. We won last night, beat them New South Wales. New South, can you hear? Dumb song anyway. He's got the hot dog on his outside and going for it, but New South Wales just don't get Origin.
I must admit, I'm not really into the rugby. I didn't even know Origin was on, to be perfectly honest with you.
Very, very quiet from the Southern Australian next to me, and
yeah, that's right.
We've got a producer as a Queenslander, so you can't hear him, but he's given plenty of stick in here too. As Brad Newman splits the middle, he's going to send it down the inside. You got to recognise it. Got to recognise it. You're not clear. Tyler Williams. He's going to go to the top spot. Oh, not clear. Oh, they're going around behind. Jason Holdsworth's involved. That's going to be big up. That's going to be big. Oh, there's cars on the inside now as well. There was nearly a blow over there. He's still sliding down there. So, that's pretty sharp. Oh, it's the Southern Star boys. We were just saying you've got to buy that ticket. So that is suboptimal for those guys. But that all started with it was a run that Brad Newman sort of took up the inside, and then Tyler Williams sort of half blocked it. It looked like, and he sort of went up the track. So Brad's up the inside here, and then Brad goes to the top. Tyler says, I'll go up there as well. So here goes Brad and Tyler. not really much space up there. Does him no favours. Brad has to lift, which then causes the 95 behind him to lift. And then it's, pure luck if you get through that at that point. But it was the fact that the 6 went up and cut the run off the 1 car, which caused that whole shit.
At the end of the day, though, Dave, was there a gap there for Brad to go through? I think there was.
Oh, of course there was a gap. There's a gap there. He was there, and that's the only reason Brad lifted. If he doesn't lift, he's going to end up in the fence with the other guys. So Brad goes up, and Williams goes up as well. So that's not good if we're right. Yeah, so he would have checked up because he saw the guys in front, and that's the 8. He might just get away with that. Yeah, he's going to get away with that, Jason Holdsworth. But the boys behind. 6th round. We have to get it. If we can jump on board with the 05, that's going to give us the best view here because he was behind his teammate, and that all sort of happened in front of them. They all sort of went to the bottom, but just got into each other. Yeah, right above us. So we're going to jump on board with him, and this is all going to happen up in front of them. You watch them check up. You might see some flames out the exhaust on the right side as they come through, and he's just run his teammate over a little bit here. It's not much he can do. Look, here they come. Oh no, that's Richard.
No.
So didn't even get his teammate. He just come down and just cast trying to avoid, just wrong place, wrong time. So that's a bummer for the 6 car.
It's like Andy survived that one. Ryan and Tom would have damage. He would have damage after that there, but so that brings out our second caution for the night. These guys will be putting a bit of fuel in these cars, and away we go again for our second caution on lap 42. Not quite enough to get to the end, Dave. We'll have to save roughly 4 to 5 laps.
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't turn into a fuel race because that's one of the most boring races you can have at Daytona. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's not a fuel race and we can just race hard. While we're on this caution, let's pay some bills, and we're going to cut to a little ad break, and we'll be back right soon. Back at Daytona after a few ads. We've got guys coming down pit lane. So, as we mentioned, it's going to be tight on fuel. So, I reckon these guys are stopping again to top up here. So, they're going to top up, get as much as they can to the back of this truck, and hope for the best come to the end of this race. But, interesting change. It does put them on the back foot in the sense of track position. But, again, they can save fuel in that pack. So, that's the idea. They're going to top up and get as much fuel in that can as they can. It's only going to be a couple of litres. But they're going to get that and save fuel as much as they can and try to make this race on this one stint.
So if they get one more caution, Dave, they'll be able to do it easily. That's what they're probably hoping. If they can get one more caution, they'll be set. Make their way back to the front, and while everyone else goes down pit lane, as the hot dog, he's going to be starting this race off, and he'll be hopping out of that pot of water, getting steamed up, and he's ready to take the green flag this time by.
Lights are out the pace car. That means we will go green this time by. They'll form up 2x2 again. And then for those that are playing at home, or if this is the first time you're watching, or not new to oval racing, the leader actually controls the restart. There's a certain point on the track called a Geico restart zone, and they can accelerate at any point in that box, and then that's when the green flag will drop. So it is on the lead car at this point.
He's just changing flags. He's got the green in the air. We're going to hit the great Geico restart zone, and we should be backing away very shortly. Pace car is off. Green flag in the air, and the hot dog Josh Hodgson is away. Big jump too.
One back, two back. That's what the spotters are saying right now. Two back, we got one back. As their spotters very chatty here, because you've got to have a spotter who can keep you in players, I suspect. Being a fuel race, let's hope not. But if they all jump in line here, we're in for a bit of a long haul. But one truck won't hang around, so he says, "No, I'm going. This is it." And Ricky Hyde, he's got top there. Ricky's got to recognise it. He does. He just needs a partner. Newman needs a partner. Yeah, Stevie Williams, I told you he would be far behind him. Stevie Williams, he'll take the 3 wide any day of the week. I told you that. And here he comes. He's hot dog in that top lane, and he's got, who's that in front of him in the
20?
I think that's
29. 9, is it?
29.
29.
So that's our guy, Lachlan Pryke, who was one of our early leaders as well. So he's hot dog in that top as well. So we'll see if they can keep that going, but they need some momentum. Get the nose on the back of that one, down the back straight, and they'll run off the top of the track there. Here comes the run. Oh, Josh Mickelmore. No, that's Lavelle. That's Lavelle gets up there.
Oh.
And he's down there again. A little bit all over the place here. That was a move by Lavelle, and I like it, but didn't eventuate for him. They sort of just stalled that run out, but I like it. I like what he was thinking there.
I reckon, Dave, I think I wouldn't be too surprised if Brad and Trent are working together here. Both Bathurst boys.
Yeah, definitely. Both down to the just past the Blue Mountains as he steps out, and Brad will go with him. And they're going to leave Ricky Hyde. They're going to try and put him through the chute through the middle. So, as you can see, no help on 887. Look at that child just drop back through the field. So they should really just drop him all the way back to the back of this pack. They stay connected. Here comes the push from the one on the back of the 67 of Lavelle. He's got Pryke behind him. Oh, there's the run. Can be dangerous. You've got lead cars, just got to run that line, and that's where it gets a bit hairy. So now, because of that little moment off or entering turn 3, they've just checked them up. And now that car on them inside, Ricky Hyde, he can run on his own until they get their momentum back.
Everyone watching it at home, what Ricky Hyde's doing at the moment is not easy to do if you haven't got the experience, and this just shows you how experienced some of these drivers are in the field here tonight. Look at him, he's holding his own line there. And I tell you right now, all at home, that is not easy to do when you're by yourself like that.
No, you're right, and especially when the cars are moving around, he's got help now. So Stevie Williams is coming up, and I was about to say that's all he needs. He needs someone else to help him, and that will stick. They'll stick with that. So they won't drop through this pack now. I suspect that the top line will fade out a little bit now that he's got help, as Brad recognises it and says, righto, I'll drop in. He probably wants to get ahead of Lavelle and lead that as Lavelle just tries to rearrange that fence and push it back a couple of mil. But no harm, no foul for him. He'll keep going. There's a big push from the 98 Stevie Williams and the DPR simrigs.com. Whatever truck he's running, Chevrolet, I'd say.
Yeah, there's some experience right there too. Stevie Dub's one of the little legends of the oval scene. I think in Ant's car, I think he might have over 500 starts. It was a lot of starts.
He'd be the most capped bloody oval race I've ever seen as we go 3 wide down the front straight, or back straight, I should say. And Stevie wanted to go 3 wide and run the top, but no one went with him. And there you go. You can see what happens when no one goes with you. Like I said, Stevie is always willing to try the 3 wide. He ain't afraid of it. Never fear the 3 wide, Stevie Dub. And Brad's going to rip in behind Ricky Hyde here. And I suspect if he gets clear, if he can push Ricky far enough out, he might. Oh, as Ricky makes a very dicey move down to the front of the 080 there. So, if anything, that's. And I can tell you that the one car would have lit up, his face would have smiled, he would have said, yep, beautiful, that's what I need. Because I want to lead this pack. He wants to lead that train up there. I love nothing more than pushing a guy and they go to the bottom, because that gives me free air up the top.
Wow. And on this is some great driving by Ricky Hyde. You know, for those, there's a blinking car. The hot dog, he's blinking. Yeah, full credit to Ricky. He's holding his line up there. He's He's doing some great moves in the hot dog. He wants a piece of it. He wants to jump on board that bun. He's getting a bit lazy and wants a free ride. The Brad's on the outside there coming through on the one car.
This is a good view, actually. This just shows you what you can see. Nothing. So when you're pushing the car you literally are going by feel times. So you can see on the curves, it's okay. You can sort of see up ahead of you on the track. But on the straights, you don't know what's coming. So you're relying on that car in front to sort of just lead you. You're literally trusting in them and going with that. If they go, oh, we've got one in the fence. At this point in time, we stay green. That's entering turn 1. Something's happened there. And Brad Newman has now cleared out to the lead. So that's what he was chasing. And they're coming up for that accident there. And I was going to say, the race control's holding that yellow as long as they could to give Blundell the most time to get out of the road. He's still up there too, so these guys have to be careful to not get involved in this. Is he still there? No, he's towed now. So that's lucky lead towed. We'll find out what happened there, but yeah, not ideal. Is he something failed there? He's gone left and he's going to smack. Oh, word. That's a big impact. So I've seen a few crashes down there, none of which are worse than Kyle Busch back in the Xfinity car. He went hammering down here and he actually broke his ankles, I'm pretty sure, when Kyle Busch hit it in the old Monster Cup, the 54 car. It was a massive shunt, and yeah, that is suboptimal.
It wasn't that right. That race there, Dave, with Kyle Busch. I think he was back like 3 weeks later. It was something ridiculous.
No, that was a championship year, so he was out for how many races. Came back and actually won the championship that year. Holy moly, that's a big one. But yeah, that was his 2019, I think he won that one.
Yes, that's the one. Yep.
Window nest still up, so that's not great. So we're gonna have to get the medicals over there to check on Timmy, make sure he's still alive. And that's
down pit road.
So this is what those guys at the front were hoping for. To get another caution, they're gonna get a free pit here. The guys that miss out now are the Nitro guys that are going to be down the back, so they have to work their way through now, knowing that fuel is all good, and you have to work your way through the pack. Whereas these guys were out the front hoping for that caution.
Well, for all the viewers at home, though, we're not going to get a fuel race, so that's going to be great for all the viewers at home. We're going to see everyone go hammer and tongs right to the end as we see Stevie Dub get through there on Josh Micklemore.
There's the contact.
Oh,
that's Pritchard. I think that might be the 6 of Pritchard. Oh, he's going to go backwards to the. Oh, jeez, Louise, Tommy. He's managed to do a 3-point turn in the pit lane with all these cars around. Jeez, that was
wow.
Like I said, it does get busy at 38 cars. Yeah, Tom Pritchard, 38 cars. It does get a bit hectic in there.
Wow. And Lachlan Pryke, he's out with Brad Newman. Stevie Williams is out in 3rd. Trent Lavau in 4th. Matt Patton in the 58. He's having a good run tonight. He's in 5th. The hot dog, Joshua Hodgson in the 6th. Williams in 7th. Aaron Major in 8th. Bradley Cairns. I haven't mentioned Bradley Cairns tonight. He's up into 9th. And Lachlan Frank's the top 10.
Yeah, certainly.
Bradley Cairns, he's one driver to watch this season. He made the final 8 last season in his rookie year. He had a massive off season as well. He put a lot of practice in. Was in a lot of officials trying to work on his craft. He wants to aim for this year. He wants to make the final 4. That's his goal for the season. So he's in the top 10 at the moment. We're at the World Centre of Motorsport, where he can shine tonight and get to victory lane.
Yeah, let's hope so. But that'll explain why Tim Landau was stuck on the track for so long. Something's obviously wheel disconnect or something's gone wrong, and he couldn't even tow to an extent there. So obviously he came back eventually and was able to tow. But yeah, that is not ideal for unfortunately for Blundell.
Unfortunate for him, in the 4 car. as we are about to go green this time by lap number 53. We got 27 laps to go. We still and we still got 29 cars in the lead lap there, Dave. So lots of cars still in this race.
Yeah, and I can confirm that there was Timo Blundell is alive, and he's just posted in the chat that the computer completely froze, and he had no issue there. So unfortunate for Timo, but he will get that truck repaired and come out next race on, no doubt.
So we've seen a way. We've got a schedule coming up here. This is our season 2 schedule. Daytona this week. Then we go road course racing next week at mid Ohio. Get that out eventually.
Ohio, that's good. Ohio.
Yeah, got Gateway after that there. Then IRP, Kentucky. We go to the Glen for some more road course racing. Short talk cross racing at Richmond to the Milwaukee Mile. Then we head to the Darlington. Atlanta 2008, then the regular season finale is at the Bristol, baby.
Oh.
So, here we go. It's going to be a great little schedule.
Portland, but I might be wrong. They're going to Mid-Ohio, but Portland's much better. But anyway.
That's in the Xfinity we go to Portland.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let's rack 'em and stack 'em. Let's go. We're racing all the way to the end here, guys. But folks at home, we're about to ramp it up as we go through the restart zone, and we're away on the green one more time. And they're checking up. They're checking up the back there, guys. Are trying to get that best start they can. But you watch them now. They're not going to hang back now. They're going to be going for it. Expect 3 wide. Expect moves through the middle. It's time to go racing, especially for those guys, Nitro guys, who put themselves in that position back there. They're going to have to fight their way back up there now.
Because they've got a line of them there, though. They've got Josh Holdsworth, Josh Mickelmore, Noddy Tompkins as well, and Zach Sears. Whereabouts is he at the moment? And Matt, he's down in 30th, but Matt Patton's up there too. There's a bunch of Nitro guys. Once they all team up, they should be able to get to the front as Brad Newman looks like he's got control of the field there, going swapping lanes, blocking each lane there at the moment. Trent Laval on the outside there. Like Dave just said then, we will see 3 wide very shortly, and we'll see 3 wide every single lap from here on in. These guys will be pushing and hoping to go for the victory.
As the sun has set, and now the evening dew is starting to set over the speedways. We've got a bit of a haze going on, but the lights should crank on soon and give us a good view of these cars ripping around this Daytona Speedway as the bell to the point. He's out the front right now, getting a good push from Horton. The machine he stays up there, and now Brad Newman's going to get that push. It's a good graphic. You can see that car right in the hammer, not moving. He's hard against that bumper on that number 1 truck.
Maybe next time when we go down the back straightaway, we'll get in one of these cars that are pushing to show everyone at home how close they do actually get to the car in front, and how locked on they are, and how focused you've got to be too, that you don't actually run them off at the same time as the car. Go past the line. Laval led that lap there with a .0001 second lead over Brad Newman.
They reckon back there.
They reckon back in.
They've gone down. There we go. That's Zach Sears. No, that's not Zach Sears. That's the number 15 of. He's just gone down to my picture. Angus Sweeney is on screen, as you can see. So something's happened back there. As I said, these guys are going to be racing hard now. We stay green, by the way. Still green.
Still green.
Might not be in a second. But as I said, they're going to be taking gaps that weren't there before, that they wouldn't before. But yeah, that's showing a big spinner in this track. So right now, we've got a leading pack of about, 10 cars there. So leading pack of 10 cars. The rest of the field will split up as we go back to a replay. Oh, it's teammate on teammate. It's blue on blue. That is not ideal. And that's the 5. That's Andy Barber getting caught up now. Andy Barber's involved in there. So that was blue on blue back there. So we're not ideal for the teammates. They may have been trying to arrange something, but anyway, we've got a battle out the front, 10 cars. We've got a pack behind. So these guys got to get in line. But Josh Mickelmore pushing 3 wide up there. That's not going to help anyone. We're going to go 4 wide almost back there in that second pack.
Those
But
guys can still. They should be able
nine.
to catch this back though.
Oh, they'll get back. They just need to sort it out. Then we go yellow, and I'm going to say that's come out of that same pack we were just mentioning back there with the Mickamore pack, because they were not helping anyone. They were all racing for themselves. No one done race 4 wide at that point. Whether the crash came from there, but we'll find out. So this is right back.
Now there's
Too
a big
far,
bunch from here.
This is too far back, this one, but we missed this, so that's different. That's a different incident. That's a great save, though. That's a great. Oh, is he gonna? He does. I think he saves it because he gets involved later. I think in a wreck. So choose Brendan Griffiths, who said we're keeping an eye on this season. So that was one part of Wreck 1. Then we've got Wreck 2 that happened on the front tribal.
Same one.
So that's the same one. And then we had a Wreck 3, which actually brought the corruption out on the back straight, but they were in a second group. So this is Wreck 2. This is same series part 2. Andy Barber just gets driven straight to that accident. And that's Jarrett Gilbert going around there. Andy Barber, there's the rainbow cars in there, which separated the field. And then part 3, that's still part 2, and there's part 3 of something on the back straight. We might have to do the old fast forward if we jump on maybe Josh Mickelmore and just have a look and fast forward it to the next lap. Just trying to find it for you. It's proving a little bit difficult, hasn't come up. So we're going to just watch this out for the minute. See if the wreck coming up there. We're not sure exactly where it came from. We're hoping that it's in this next pack here. Josh was going up the middle 3 wide. He's got a 95 on his hammer. They're trying to make ground up. Brad Wright down the inside there. And yeah, so just keep going to the back straight here.
It looks okay here, unless something crazy
it's on the back straight.
about to happen.
As you watch Josh, he's going to be 3 wide at about 2 turns. Going to get a mega run on these boys. And they go 3 wide, and then Josh says, nah, I want more than that. I'm going to go 3. Yeah, here it comes. So Josh is going to go through here. Somehow they went up 3 wide. Whether it came from this pack or not, we're going to find out. And there's the run. Josh takes it. Is he going to have help? It's all clear, so it's behind that. Oh no, maybe. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Oh, that's Riley Curtis. That innocent bystander there gets effed over. He will not be happy about that.
He was involved with that too. The Jamie Davis, Josh Mickelmore, Riley Curtis was involved with that. Yeah, lots of cars involved with some wrecks late on in this race, but we've still got 21 laps to go, and Trent Laval will take the green flag. Brad Newman in second. The hot dog, Joshua Hodgson in third. Lachlan Pryke, not Josh Pike, not the singer. He's out doing gigs tonight. He's not doing. Yeah, he's decided not racing's not his thing tonight. He's out there playing his guitar. But we've got his long lost friend Lachlan Pryke in here at the moment in 4th. Aaron Majors up into 5th, up 15 spots. Matt Patton, Stevie Dub, sorry. He's in 6th. He's up 8 spots. Matt Patton up 19 spots into 7th position. And let's not forget Ashley Jones up 24 positions, up into 14th. Great run from him. And Noddy Tompkins. Man, it's good to see him back.
Yeah, Jox is up there as well.
Up 22 spots in up to 13th, and yeah, good to see Noddy back after a good little absence. Had a bit of time of leave, and he's good to see him back on the rig and turning some laps, and he might get himself a win or a good finish here tonight.
I know Aaron Major, he's going to be frothing that position he's in right now. He's going to be enjoying that. But the familiar cars out the front, there's still these sort of the top 2 or 3 cars. Well, top 4 actually. You've got Newman, Lavelle, Pryke, and Horton. They've all sort of just been there that constantly, almost that whole race. So at the moment, sometimes the safest place to be is out the front of the pack. So it's going to be interesting. So these guys definitely in the groove and ready to race hard. So we'll see. We've got to run to the flag here. What lap are we on? Currently, I can't see a
Lap 60. 20 to go.
Lap 60, so 20 to run. What about them Nitro boys down the back? It's easy to get caught up. They had to make up some ground. Ended up getting themselves caught up in some mischief there, but hopefully the remaining Nitro cars can make it up there. So I would suspect Riley Curtis is going to get it repaired and see what he can do with a damaged truck, I'd say.
I reckon we're going to be seeing 3 wide here very, very shortly, Dave. I don't dare say this saying 2 wide for any more than, I'd say, 3/4 of a lap.
Yeah, and there's no issue going 3 wide. You just got to be aware of what's happening. Be aware, be conscious what's going on around you. You've got to be spatial awareness here.
100%. Flags in the air. 4th caution is done. Hit the restart zone. Laval says, let's go racing, boys.
Barry Shacken. Jump on the belt there. Pace car's pulling up in the background. I thought that's the car spinning. Press the pace car. So Lavel's going to control his bottom line. He's got his good friend Newman on the outside. I suspect either one of them is just going to be racing here for the win. They're going to help each other until they don't need each other. That's how it works at Daytona. You help each other. You help someone until you don't need them, and then you go for the glory yourself. So we've got Pryke right up on the backside of the 991 car, and Horton again on the back of the 67. Stevie Dubb, he has always been in and around that area too. So remembering he's not afraid to go 3 wide. So if Tyler Williams wants to do it, he'll do it. Stevie Dubb show it, and Tyler's got to go with him, and it does come. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there and ride for now.
100%, and there's one truck on the restart, I believe, that will be in a little bit of trouble once pre-race goes to car 95 of Tyler Stralo. He just sends it straight up the middle in the restart. I'm guessing the race stewards will be looking at that one very closely after the races.
Yes, Horton jumps out. He jumps out of the line now, so he's going to try and run here. So he's left Lavelle. Lavelle loses all that momentum, and he's going to take the lead. And Newman tries to get out. He's just going to stay up there. I think Lavelle lifted there for him and cut him some slack, but that was pretty close. So it's dicey, but it's time to get dicey out the front. That's what we're here for. New player. Oh, we got one half spinning out the back there. He's on the infield. Is he going to save it? The other car's going to freak out and crash. 86. That's Blundell.
No, he'll be right. He's going to be fine.
And he saves it. That's a great save. That's a high speed half tank slapper there. So
I was just going to say that someone better get out Trent Laval a new race suit. He might have to check his pants after that move there by Brad.
Speaking of that, Holdsworth was in and around that too. So you see Josh Mickelmore trying to push the issue, trying to make something happen there and go 3 wide, possibly up the middle. Just at the back of this pack here, I just caught him as he's fallen back to in line now. But like I said, those guys are trying to make up ground now, so they have to make something happen here. As you see, the 8 truck of Holdsworth, he goes to the top now. We got Blinky Bills out the front right now, and that's not ideal when you're on a super speedway. Blinking cars, you don't know where they are when you're running this close. It can get pretty antsy-pantsy out there, but sort of just settled themselves down a little bit for the time. Yeah, but don't expect it to last long. Here we go, Brad Newman. He says, "I'll take that one. Thank you very much." And now he's got Holdsworth is all banging back there, trying to go 3 wide up the middle. We've got one there on the inside on the apron back there. There's another Project 36 car. They're dropping like flies at the moment, and Holdsworth, he saves it, but I'm sure that, there they are. I was going to say, there's cars down the bottom there. And I'm going to suspect that Jared Gilbert went down the inside, couldn't get it pulled up in time, and it's come straight back up on the track. But that's just how I am. I roll. That's how I roll.
We're not going yellow, though, Dave. We're not going yellow. We're going to keep going.
That is CRAZY crazy, bro.
The race controllers decided they're probably having a hot dog and
so you can see that split the field again into 2, and Holdsworth in that train at the back there. So you can see those guys were trying to make moves. It was definitely aggressive from the 8 truck. He was trying to push the all out to the middle. Something obviously went away back there, and he door slammed a Project 36 car. it was just from contact on contact, but we've got a race at the front here. 16 laps to go. We've got the stripe this time by. It's going to be 15 laps to go. It's ramping up here, Nigel.
100% it is, and we've got the 29 car pushing Brad, and we've got the Joshua Hodgson in the hot dog on the outside getting pushed by Stevie Dubb. And Trent Laval too in the 67. Trev Micklemore, that's his tip for the win tonight. And I actually think Trev's probably got his money right with that. He's looking really good tonight in that 67 car. He's got that little bit of a pack.
There's an issue. That's an issue. The one below the yellow line, he's going to have to try and get it pulled up. He's going to slide back up. He's done a great job there. Gets it up there. Josh Micklemore on the outside.
Well done.
I'm not sure if they get us a replay there because we didn't see how that eventuated, but I'd like to know what happened there because we went 3 wide and obviously, unfortunately, it goes down. So we can't look at that. But yeah,
Hodgson's out in front now.
Mystery will stay that way.
That was a good little save, and as we look into the top 10 there at the moment, Noddy Tompkins is now in 10th, Aaron Major's in 8th, Nat Patton's in 9th, Trent Laval's back into 6th, but just off the back of that pack there's Jason Holdsworth, and I think I can quite see there Marty Mitchell. It's great to see him up in the top 20 as well in the 651. It's great to see.
We got another blinky bit out there, Stevie Dubb. So that settles down with 3 right at the back. We got a Project 36 car on the outside. That looks like Brad Wright is also up there. He's trying to make something happen. I think that is in the black car on the outside there behind that yellow one. Or am I mistaken? I'm pretty sure. No, Noddy Tompkins, sorry. Big Nod Jocks is out there, so he's having a crack up there. So this is interesting because this is Brad Newman has had to drop back here, obviously, for whatever happened on that back straight. So he's kind of blocked in here. Watch him take this run up the middle. Oh, he's going to be on the outside of these cars now, I suspect. But they're coming up lap traffic, so there goes Brad to the outside. He doesn't want to get caught on the inside. He knows what's going on. If you get caught on that inside and his car's outside, there's nothing you can do. You can sit there and ride for another 10 laps and just be stuck because there's nowhere to go. Sometimes, in Brad's case, he'll make a hole. But now he's got the run as he jumps up there. He's going to give him a shot. He gives him a shot. We got Frank up there as well, Lachlan Frank. He's probably got a big smile on his face, loving this with 12 laps to go.
Wow. As we 12 laps to go. And Jason Oldsworth still at the back. There's some Project 36 cars at the back of his pack as well. The field's starting to spread out a little bit. We got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 20 cars there, all in this little lead pack now that any one of these cars can still win this race. We will see 3 wide very, very shortly as people want to get more aggressive and get up to the front. As Williams, young Tyler Williams in the 6th car in the Toyota, he's leading the way at the moment.
Yeah, with his dad right behind him, Stephen Williams, father and son combo there.
Is it really?
It's not actually, but it'd be funny if it was. It'd be funny though. But who you got? Nigel? You got 1 lap before we get to 10 to go.
I'm with Trevor Micklemore here. I think that I think Trent Laval's the guy in the hot seat. I reckon Ricky Hyde showed some good speed all night, and look, my dark horse has to be Bradley Cairns.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna go chuck mine on the dashboard with the 98 here, Stevie Dubb. He's due. And speaking of due, he is rubbing doors with the 080 at the moment. He's trying to get everything he can, that 080 on that side draft on the outside. That's the run now, comes a little bit to the outside lane. 10 to go.
Oh, what a run on the outside there of the 080 and the one of Brad Newman. They give each other a good push and bang. We've got someone in the wall on the outside.
Josh Micklemore's going to take advantage of that. And he's trying to push the other way. So like I said, those guys are trying to make up lost ground now. They're still trying to make it. Brad Newman goes up to the top side now. He's going to go 3 wide. That's going to be what Josh is looking for. Suspect him to go. So look for him to probably go up the top. But he's got a helping hand from Brad, but he's got to get there. Ricky Hyde's a little bit all over the place there. He's got to get it gathered up here and try to get to that bumper. So it hasn't worked out that time for Brad, but you can see the intention though.
But there's one thing to also remember too, Dave, is some of these guys up the front are like in the trucks with some of these experienced guys. What experience it is for the newer fellas to be up there racing 3 wide with these guys as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's still got Brad still running that lip up the top there. He's going to try and get it because he has to try and get it now. So he's got to go after this race because he's lost position now. Track position is critical coming out of this final laps. You need to be in a position. Look, there's the run through the middle. Josh Mickelmore, he's pushing Thomas up the middle. He's got Dave Thomas, new player in town. So he's giving him a nice run up the middle. But now they're going to get locked in there because Brad's just hanging on that outside. Ricky Hyde should have made something happen. They could get a third car up there, might be all right. Watch for Josh Mickelmore up the inside here. If he leaves a gap, and there it is. He let a gap. Oh, he's gone over. He blows over. He's gone over, and I was caught. Oh, they might be wrecking in the tribal too. There was cars moving around there.
Mickelmore's involved.
I could see it. I saw it coming from a mile away. The Dave Thomas, he just left enough of a sniff for Josh to think, oh, if I could just get my nose in there. That would sent them 4 wide at that point, but if I get my nose in there, it might just work. But, yeah, Josh Mickelmore is going to be the key here for the replay. And you watch this yellow truck in front of him. See him go up? He's up there, and Josh is like, oh, there's a half a gap. If he goes up again, I'm going to take it. He's just... The yellow truck's in no man's land there, so it's unfortunately for Josh, like, there's not much he can do other than just keep backing off, but eventually... The 1-2-2 has to just pick a lane there. He's sort of in no man's land in the middle doing nothing, unfortunately, which could be just experience. And he goes for a wild ride with the blow-up effect on these trucks at those high speeds.
Yeah, it's time to go, though. And you've got to expect these guys to go 3 wide. And if there's a little gap there, they're going to take it, as I've been saying all night. And then Dave Thomas was just... an unfortunate thing there. He's going to get upside down here for a little bit. Whoop! We're going to see the underneath that car there that usually gets hidden by teams a lot. Don't want to see any of that. And around he goes. But
he was lucky there. Bradley Cairns. So we can jump on board with the number 7. Just after we're going to go up on board with the Thomas here. So he's going to get the full effect here as well. We'll listen in. Just listen in. Yeah, that's a wild ride. But if we jump on board with Bradley Cairns, he's gonna be the lucky participant here. He's gonna happen. It's all gonna happen on his outside here. Somehow he's gonna sneak through this wreck with the slightest contact on his outside here. Danger zone for the 7 here. He's panicking, and if he isn't, he should be, because he gets it in the door, and he's just gonna sneak on through, and hopefully he hasn't done too much damage. Back live pitches, so this is only going to step up the intensity too now. So
100% it is.
All these cars are going to be all stacked and racked, and we're going to go again. Noddy Tompkins, the outstanding biggest mover at the moment, 28 positions he's up. So he basically would have started just about last back there, and he's worked his way up and still up there in 7th.
This is 6 laps to go. Wow.
6 laps to go. Lights are still on, so we're going to get 1 more to go after this. So there'll be a 5-lap shootout. And this is not for the weak-hearted. 5 laps at Daytona. She's going to be a shootout.
Nitro Racing's our major sponsor for the truck series. Get your oval setups, Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. All available at nitroracing.com. Join the garage and join all the people over there in the Discord for a chat and a race over there at discord.gg/Nitro Racing. And also make sure everyone likes and subscribes to the YouTube channel as well, and go like the Facebook page as well, where all the action is. Or if you're watching out there online and want to join the Discord, there's a Discord link there as well. There's always something happening in the Discord. There's always plenty of communication, and it's a fun little environment for everyone to be involved in.
Definitely, and go Queensland. We've got a stacked house here tonight. They're in for a grandstand finish here. They're on their feet. They're on their feet here. Wilson Air Racing, Daytona, baby. This is us. We're going to have 5 laps of chaos. Will we see the 5 laps out, or will we have to stack and rack them again? All will be revealed in about 30 seconds.
Trent Laval is still my tip, though, Dave. I like
Yeah, he's still on Laval. Still got Stevie. He's on the outside. Going to be starting the outside. It's going to get hectic. Always going to have to make moves. Keep an eye on that one truck. He is deep on this restart. That's probably the most aggressive driver in the field for mine, and he's going to make stuff happen. Get on the back of him. It's either going to go pear shape or it's going to be glory. So if I'm around that car, I just follow him through the pack. Go with him and see if you just can't make something happen at the front. But if anyone is going to be aggressive, just keep it on that one truck. It's going to happen.
100%. If you leave that gap there, even up the middle, he's going. It's as simple as that. And you know what? And like I keep saying all night, it'd be good. And for the newer guys into the series, it's a good opportunity to just see how these more experienced guys actually do it. And it's great. And this is what this series is all about: is the chance for the newer guys to experience racing with the top guys. And that's what makes this series so competitive and well supported as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's lights out. Pace car will pull down into pit lane this time by, and we are going to have ourselves a good old Western shootout here. Can we survive? Can we get to the end? We're about to find out as Williams, Tyler that is, he controls the field and he chooses to go right now and he's away. So he makes a bit of a jump. There's a little bit of a gap there. A bit of an air gap on that bottom line. So that's not ideal.
Are they going to stay green?
Top lines... Mickelmore, I'm hearing, has gone around in the background, but these top 3 are lined up. Here comes the help from the bottom. That is Flockland Frank in the 17 there now on the bottom here. So, we got some cars everywhere. Watch the one. He's going to try and push the envelope straight away. He's going to try the middle. He's going to have some help to do that. Obviously, something's going on, which is what Nigel saw at the back there, because we've only got a small pack at the front of this. So... Well, there you go. Brad Nim's trying to do it on. He's going to do it on his own. He's got this Project 36 cars behind him. That's going to be great for them. Get in there behind him. Get him on the back of that 41. Here he comes. Oh, they're all going for the same gap. Chet Lavelle, he saw it coming. He wants some of this and that. So Lavelle's now in the middle lane. He's got Newman behind him. He's got Stevie Williams on his outside, who is getting discombobulated up the top there with Aaron Major. That is going to kill that line at the top. So now it's the Newman Lavelle show down the bottom. Project 36 through the middle. Out front, still Tyler Williams. He's got Josh Horton on his inside. Behind him. And we've still got Frank 17 in the background there, Bradley Cairns. Does Horton stay with Williams here, or does he jump up in front of that blue car off the run? There he goes. He jumps up in front of the blue car to take that run. The blue car, I should say. Lavelle says, I'm going to go for it. Newman says, I'm going to take everything. Oh, he's going to get him, and there's the gap. He's going to save it. He's in the fence. Oh no. Tom Freer. Oh, he's worked his way back into that race, and now he's caught up in that accident. Josh Horton. Holy moly, these boys are not checking up behind, and they are just getting involved in this wreck from 3 laps back. The one in the middle, boys. It's the pedal in the middle, boys. You got to use it. Otherwise, you're going to lose it.
Wow, how did this all go down?
Nostradamus, the one car, said it was going to come from there. He's doing everything right here. I think it's a half block from Josh Horton here. There's the gap. The gap's there. Yeah, and those ones are, they're always a 50-50. 50% of the time they're going to see it and leave that space. The other 50% of the time they're going to turn down and it's too late, and this is what the result is. There's a lot of cars in there. Lavelle, we've got the hot dog. There's the hot dog there. As I said, Tom Free, we saw the 41 in there. Watch these cars. Look at him in the. He's holding the brake. Oh, we just missed it. They were coming at him top speed. No one was braking. They were all getting all they could get there. Ricky Hyde, does he get involved in this? You've got Matt Pat, he turns Tom Freer in front of him. We've got cars up in the air there. Just a car park, just a mess. Ricky Hyde does survive that to an extent, so he's going to be able to pack it around and stay in this hunt. But, gee, we took out a few cars there, Nigel.
We did. Stevie Dubs got damage, major damage as well. That's a big flip there by the 67.
Actually, here, watch this. Here comes the rest of the pack. Here comes the cars. Use the brake, boys. One in the middle. No. Oh, my goodness.
We're going green, white checker, Dave. We're gonna get one of our first green. Yeah.
Being in real life and seeing that come out, that would be scary.
So green, white checker people at home, we go green flag, then we get the white flag, and then we get the checkered flag. If you get to the white flag, the race will become official and we can race the line. If we don't, we try again. We got 3 shots at this to get it right. So
3
this is
shots,
gonna...
but I'll tell you who has got no shots, mate. Me and you, both our drivers. We put the mocker on. They're both going to be not able to finish and win this race. That was Lavelle and Stevie Williams, and sorry, boys, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Also, we go to the YouTube chat. Nick Burling, great broadcast, guys. Gutted to be out. Give me a bell. Yeah, unfortunately for Nick Burling, he was out earlier in the race, and just a bit of a shout out to Nick Burling. The Burling Motor Group does sponsor the BMG X Series. We hope to do a bit of a feature with Nick in the next couple of weeks on Tuesday night. We'll get him up in the booth and can talk about his business and all about who Nick Burling is, the Burling Motor Group. Give him a bell. He had a beautiful MG car the other night for sale. 21,980 drive away. Oh, no, sorry, not drive away. Ex-government charges. Yeah, so there it is right there. So, yeah, go give Nick a bell at any stage. Give him a bell. That's his slogan. And yeah, we'll have a feature on him in the next couple of weeks on Tuesday night. So, shout out to Nick.
Yeah, definitely.
For the BMG X Series.
Absolutely, big shout out to Nick. We can't do it without our sponsors, so without them, we're nothing. So it's great to see the Burling Motor Group getting involved here down at the Gold Coast, I believe. So great to see, and they sponsor, as Nigel said, the X Series. So, and that's the Gold Coast car we were talking about earlier. She's not looking as party atmosphere it was earlier. She looks a bit secondhand. She's had a good night at least, anyway.
100%. As the pace car lights do come out, we also must sponsor our truck series sponsor, which is Nitro Racing, for all of your setups. For Xfinity, Cup car or truck car, head over to nitroracing.com or head to their Discord at any stage for all of your setup needs. They have a very active Discord. There's always people in there to chat. If you are looking for setups or anything like that, go visit them at nitroracing.com.
Right, we're stacking, we're racking, and the lights are out, so we're going to have one to go this time by.
The Cairns.
Yeah, Bradley Cairns is here. He's going to have the box seat, as they say, or the sprint lane, if they call it the trotters, but he's on that inside one back. And he's going to be pushing for his life. We've got Matt Pat just hanging around there. I can see him lurking. Watch out for Matty Pat. He's not out of this either. David Lawler. He's up there in Project 36. Brennan Griffiths. Remember, he was turned backwards not too long ago. Going backwards through the straight, I'm pretty sure, or through the oval. He was definitely having a time. And he's up in the 5th somehow. He's somehow clawed back to 5th. Wow. Ryan Barber, he has incidents. Ryan Barber's back up there as well. But we've got the guys here. We've got Marty Mitchell in the top 10.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
This is some big comeback stories here. We had some guys with troubles. They've got them repaired. They've stayed out of trouble, and they're back within a shot. If you're in that pack right now, you're within a shot. That's the top 16, 17, 18, 19 cars. They're all within a shot here.
Let's get this back underway, Dave. I'm nervous. I
think the trucks, the Project 36 trucks, they had a good plan. They went with Newman. They were trying to follow him. I think if they stick with that plan again, they might find some success. But here we go. Green, white checker. Will we get back to the white?
Green, green, green.
And we're away. Which line's going to form up first? It's going to be the top line or the bottom line. The runs will come. You can see some cars already pushing out to the 3rd lane up there. We've got Newman. He's right on a hammer of on Tyler Williams out front. We've got no, that's Noddy Tompkins. That'll be Noddy Tompkins. We've got Ryan Barber on his outside with David Griffiths. Brennan, sorry, I was right. I was right where I got David from. But watch the run on the outside here. He's got to have the 05. He's got to get right up on the bumper. He needs the help from the 36. There it is. So now he just needs to hold that through, ride it through.
Best thing that Tyler can do now in the 6 is actually get up. If Brad gets up close enough, swap lanes. Stop the momentum.
Yeah, I don't know. He needs the help. He really needs to help the one car. Right now, we're coming back to the white. So once we hit the white flag's out, we're racing all the way back to the line here. We're not going yellow anymore. She's the race. White flag's out. Tyler Williams leading this race. Who's it going to be at the end here? We've got Lachlan Frank, the new guy, new face in the field. Bradley Cairns, Brad Newman, 05. We've got Ricky Hyde trying to do work up the top there in the third lane. Right now, it's not working for Brad Newman with Ryan Barber behind him. They need something else to go their way here. As they're trying to get there, we've got the 36. That's Griffiths in the fence. We're going to stay with the front pack here. Ryan Barber's right on the hammer again here. We've got the 17 also on the 6. Bradley Kansas sort of just locked in that position. He's got Matt Pat. Watch them to go 3 wide here. They're going to push out to the outside and hopefully go 3 wide. Tyler Williams out of turn 4. Here comes the run. Brad's coming. They're trying. They're going to push all the way to the end here. Right now, it's going to be the 6 who's going to get home. Who's going to be second? It's Brad Newman. He's going to come home second. The 17 of the Frank there in second. We've got Carr spinning across the line here. We had Barber in there, Cairns, Tompkins, Matty Patton, and Pemmant, Pritchard, and looks like the 10, Pryke. We'll round out your top 10 there. So, Tyler, geez, he had it pretty easy, to be honest. He didn't have to do much there. He just had to rely on his pusher behind, hold that inside line, and get the job done there. But there you go. The number 6 gets it done tonight. Led that restart and didn't look back, really. Ryan Barber, they tried at the end. They pushed as hard as they could. Just could not just get that gap back down. They needed that a little bit earlier, but here's the run to the flag here. So look how far that one car's back. They make that ground up a little bit coming through the tri-oval here. So Ryan Barber, it's not lifted. Look at this ground they're making up. They're making it up, but it's just not far enough down there. Oh, yeah, and he gets on the outside, but if it's Talladega, they may have had a shot, but unfortunately we're at Daytona, and your number 6 is our winner tonight, Tyler Williams, and he's about to burn it down for us.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to see Tyler come through for the victory tonight. He's locked himself into the playoffs already.
He's going to be pumped. He'll be chirping. I reckon he'll be already in the Discord chirping at someone or something.
100%.
He's a good lad. He froths it. He's up for banter. He cops a little bit. He takes the heat though. He enjoys it. So it's good to see him get the win here. He's going to be pumped.
I can still remember the when he came second in the ANC. He went to ANC and he came second there at Phoenix, and he was over the moon during the broadcast for that too. So I can only imagine what the interview is going to be like when we interview him in Victory Lane very shortly. And we'll also have a couple of the highest place getters tonight, as well as hopefully Ryan Barber and Noddy Tompkins joins us in the booth as well. They're our highest biggest gainers for the night as we go to the results now, and I'll read the first 10 there for you there, Dave. Give yourself a bit of a break after that call. We've got Tyler Williams, Racecraft Academy, in the 6 car, bringing it home in first, coming to Victory Lane. Brad Newman, Lobs Esports, bringing it home in second, with Lachlan Frank in his first start with the series in the 17 car, coming home third. Ryan Barber from Southern Stars comes home in fourth, over another great effort and a good start of the series for him in the 05. Bradley Cairns in the 7. Unfortunately, he was in that second car back in that inside lane, just couldn't quite get the right moves done, finishes home in 5th. Noddy Tompkins, great result him for Nitro Race in the 119 in 6th. Matt Patton from Nitro in 7. Cameron Pemmant in the 38 for HMP Autospots in 8th. Tom Pritchard from Southern Stars in 9th. And Lachlan Pryke in his first start for the series, and finishes out the top 10.
Aaron Major just dropped a couple of paces there in the end there, but he'll still be pretty happy with the 11th at this point in time. Jared Gilbert, the Project 36 cars, they sort of went through the ring in there a bit, but we got a few up there. We got Marty Mitchell, Angus Sweeney, Kelvin Clark in 15th. Andy Barber also was in it for a long time. He just got caught up in some late race shambles. Trent Lavelle again. He was in it the whole race. He would have been having a ball. I reckon his 17th place, he's still got a smile on his face. He'll still be having a ball out there. David Lawler, Project 36 and 18th as we roll over to the next page. We've got 18th there. Tom Freer, we saw him get caught up late in that one, so he was playing the long game. We didn't see much of him through that race, but unfortunately just got caught up in one of those wrecks. Brandon Griffiths, Brian Blundell, Stevie Williams, Stralo and Holdsworth all on the lead lap, and then from there on we've lost a few cars, which is Ricky Hyde, Josh Mickelmore, down the lap. We've got Dave Thomas there, and that's just throwing me off. There he is, Brad Wright, Lawford, Horton, as we saw, he was up there most of the race, the hot dog, Riley Curtis, out pretty early, stuck on just to pick up some points. You can see 6 laps down. So Ashley Jones stuck it out, Steve Gerber stuck it out, Zach Sears, Jamie Davis, Tim Lundell, and fortunately, Cattell Dial was one of our early ones in our sponsor, Nick Burling.
We'll head to a commercial break right now. A word from our sponsors, and we'll back with the top 3 very shortly.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back, everyone. What a race we have seen. Daytona never disappoints here for round 1 of the Truck Series, and we've got our winner tonight, Tyler Williams, who has taken his car to victory lane to make himself available for the playoffs once again. Now, before we get to the top 3, we'll have a quick word with Ryan Barber. Ryan Barber, you finished 4th tonight. You was up 27 spots. Tell us about your night. How did you go to get yourself up there, and how did your tactics pair out?
Yeah, boys. Yeah, it was a pretty decent race there. I decided not to set a qualifying time just for the fact that there was a lot of cars there. So I was very fortunate to dodge a majority of the wrecks there. A bit unfortunate to make contact with my teammate earlier on, but the goal there was just to be at the end and try and snag the win.
Hopefully this will bring you momentum forward going into next week for the first race course of the year at Mid Ohio. I can't pronounce it on myself.
Yeah, I'm keen to see what happens. I'm not really that great at road courses, so next round we'll probably see a lot of other drivers up the front there, like Brad and a few of the other guys that are pretty decent. We saw that in the X Series on Tuesday night, that there's a few drivers in the field that are really good at the road courses. So my approach to Mid Ohio is just going to try and be up near the top 10 if I'm lucky. But I'm usually an oval racer, so I'm just going to try and control some of the damage.
Well, there you go, folks. There's our highest mover for the night, Ryan Barber, in 4th, making up 20 top positions. Now, Dave, will head to our 3rd place in Lachlan Frank.
Yeah, Lachlan, you face in town. We haven't seen much of him, but making a name for himself early, mate. Talk us through your night. How did you navigate the race tonight, Lachlan? Never mind, Lachlan has got issues. We will move on to Brad Newman. Brad Newman, we can never count you out of any race. Again, coming to the flag, you were always in it. You were pushing the envelope with some of the moves out there, as we expect, which is great. How'd you navigate that one, mate?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm there to race, so I'll be racing. At the end there, I had Ryan giving me a push. Just wasn't enough. That inside lane was pretty quick, but nearly got there.
Yeah, you've definitely had a run. It took a while to get going, but it was just almost too little too late ourselves, saying that if it was at Talladega, you may have had a chance with the later finishing line. But Still a good night. Able to have a clean truck and take home second position though.
Yeah, happy with that. It's always happy with the finish towards the front at Daytona. Anything can happen at this place, so not going to complain with that.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, well, as we keep them short and sweet tonight, as Nigel says, that's your second place getter tonight, Brad Newman, and we appreciate him dropping in and having a chat.
Now we'll move on to and head straight down to Victory Lane. Mr. Tyler Williams, you're in Victory Lane tonight. How does it feel?
Oh, this is the most awesome thing I've ever had happen to me, and I'm not lying when I say that. The number 6 Slipstream Science Toyota Tundra from Racecraft Academy was bad fast tonight with our Altus engineering setup. We just, basically started mid-pack, worked our way to the front, and felt comfortable at the front, just chilling with Brad in the front, leading the 2 lanes, and, just navigating all the craziness around. And once we got to the bottom, I just felt like I was so much better even than on the top. I was just motoring along, just able to keep spots. So when I got down to the bottom, that was the big, basically, move of the race for me. So yeah, I'm ecstatic. It's finally get to be in Victory Lane for one of these things after being top 5 however many times. So yeah, it's awesome.
It also punches yourself into the playoffs already. Takes a lot of pressure off for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good to start off the season with a big win and then just be able to focus on maximizing results from here on in, not have to worry too much about trying to race for points or whatever. I can just have fun until the playoffs start. So it should be a good next few couple of weeks.
It was good to see, Tyler Williams, Victory Lane. Now, this is your first win in the trucks, I believe, off the top of my head.
Yes, first win in any of the E-Series. I have a win in the qualifying series last year, but yeah, this is first official win.
Congratulations to Tyler Williams once again. He goes to Victory Lane in the 6 car tonight for Racecraft Academy, using an Altus engineering set as well. Our co-commentator Matt Danson would be very happy with that. So welcome and congratulations to Tyler Williams once again on his first win for the season.
Yes, certainly well done to Tyler, and I told you he'd be pretty pumped about it, and I told you he talks. He's a pretty smooth talker too, so he might have a future in commentary. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Well.
No, we might be getting Lavelle. It might be Lavelle and Tyler Williams, mate. That'd be a show. But as you can see on screen, off to Mid Ohio next week, 17th of July, same time, same place, same network. 50 laps around the street. Oh, it's not a street course; it's a road course, we call it these days. Which will test out the best, and we're going to be looking forward to that race. I'm looking forward to seeing Tom Freer. He was strong the other night, and so hopefully he's back to next week. We'll see how he goes. But tonight, I'd like to thank Nigel for jumping in, stepping in Matt Danson's shoes, Dean for the producer on the cameras, and obviously our sponsors, Burling Motor Group and Nitro Racing. But that's us for round 1 for season 2 from Daytona. We appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, get amongst it, turn those notifications on, and let's get it. We'll see you next time on the E-Network series. Good night.